It's 7:55 in the morning time on this Tuesday morning, October 20th, 2020. It's time now for the Peter Chillum Morning News on this Tuesday morning, October 20th, 2020. Good morning, y'all. This lovely Tuesday morning, October 20th, 2020. 45 degrees in Massachusetts at 7:55. Top stories on the Peter Chillum News at 7:55 is voters prefer Biden over Trump on almost all major issues poll shows. President Trump mocks Biden's willingness to trust Fauci on coronavirus response. Did Dr. Fauci say no mask like Trump is claiming? Supreme Court allows 3-day extension for Pennsylvania mail-in ballots. President Trump said Fauci one of those people that got aspects of coronavirus wrong. GOP Senator Lamar Alexander defends Anthony Fauci after attacks by Trump. Tennessee poll worker fired for allegedly turning away voters with BLM clothing. Lindsey Graham challenger Jamie Harrison has put South Carolina back in play for Democrats. Doug Mitchell alleged Hunter Biden's signature of FBI contact with computer store owner. New Yorker Jeffrey Tubin exposed himself on Zoom call. Russian cyber attack spree shows what unrestrained internet warfare looks like, as West Wales Asia keeps virus at bay. UN Security Council discusses the Nagorno-Karabakh fighting. Archaeologists find huge 2,000-year-old cabin bridge carved into the Peru hillside. The British government has signed a contract with a pharmaceutical services company for the first COVID-19 human challenge study where healthy volunteers will be exposed to the virus to test the vaccine. U.S. sanctions Australian gemstones deal for supporting Al-Qaeda. U.S. reported these bus ring smuggling electronics to Russia. The Senate will begin Tuesday on the first of two standalone coronavirus relief measures up for the passage this week, but the Republican bills are expected to fail as Democrats seek a larger comprehensive package. Supreme Court allows Pennsylvania to extend bail at ballot deadline. Despite rain, Attleboro mayor imposes water ban. For elderly couple, Attleboro police pick up where movers left off. Biden and Trump cook his way to ginger bitties in Quincy. They're everywhere as Peter crashes in Bristol County. Stay away order issued for Boston community activists who took needles inside governor's home. Looking at stocks today now. Down 4.789 at 2195.42. SP 500 56.89 at 3426.92. And Nasdaq down 192.67 at 11478.88. Intel sells 9 memory chip business to SK Hynix for $9 billion. US stock feature rises ahead of a similar stock deadline. Lowe's kicks off holiday shopping the season same sale. First day amid COVID-19 with more online deals. And Procter & Gamble has made sales jump 9% and raises forecast. NASA mission will touch down an asteroid menu today. The order meteor shower peaks for Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. Neil deGrasse Tyson warns that asteroid could hit the Earth the day before the election. Elon Musk SpaceX 60 more Starlink satellites ahead of public beta. Britain in effect healthy volunteers with coronavirus and vaccine challenge trials. US CDC issues strong regulations to mask mandate in airplanes and trains. And UK government signed the contract for the first coronavirus human challenge studies. Peter Chillum News Time is 7:59. It is time now for a sports report in NFL Monday Night Football. 2 games last night. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs defeat the Buffalo Bills out of Orchard Park 26-17. And Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals took advantage of the Dallas Cowboys as they cruise to a 38-10 win over the Cowboys in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, it's game 1 of the World Series in Arlington, Texas between the Tampa Bay Rays and Los Angeles Dodgers. Game time, 8:09 p.m. Kenyon Drake, 3. Kirkpatrick Persiker goes right on Cowboys. Ohio State's Big Ten Chelsea to 2020. It's not Michigan, Urban Meyer says. Nick Saban shares spot on barrel clip of him dead to the locker room after Georgia win. Peter Childers time. 8 a.m. on the nose. Time now for Peter Chill traffic and treasure check on this Tuesday morning. Baby! On the MBTA low line train 7310, 7:40 a.m. for Lowell's operating 50 minutes late between Lowell and North Station due to labor out outbound train. And the ferries are looking good. $1.46 to the southbound side. A little bit on North Smithfield Rhode Island. 95 southbound side, so between Protected Providence. 75 northbound side, so the downtown Providence stretch. Newport Bridge on both ends is backed up. James Bridge a little bit slow. 25 eastbound slow around Bridge 6 to 28 in Buzzards Bay. 485 at the southbound side, so at 24 out of Braden. 95 northbound side, a little bit slow around 128 out of Canton. 24 northbound side, a little bit slow around between Brockton out of 128 and Canton. Ridgeway out of northbound side, so between Drury Street and Heeman on the Braintree split. 7 Expressway southbound side, so the Quinton on the Braintree split. 495 at the northbound side, a little bit slow before the Pike in Westburg. 495 southbound slow before tonight in Marlborough. Tonight eastbound side, a little bit slow at 495 in Marlborough. 190 in the northbound side, a little bit slow between Worcester and West Boylston, and all the way down to Sterling. 7 Expressway, slow on downtown Boston. 93 southbound side, so at the Zig Bridge, downtown Boston. Route 1 at the northbound side, so the Tobin Bridge. 120 at the northbound side, a little bit slow around Woburn, all the way down to Route 1 in Peabody. 120 to the southbound side, a little bit slow on the Peabody stretch. Route 3 to the southbound, so between 485 low down to Bill Wicker. And west of Mass today, went a little bit slow on the Pike in Springfield. 91 southbound side, a little bit so at 291 out at Hartford and Route 9 westbound side, a little bit so Essex, Connecticut. Merritt Parkway westbound so at Trumbull and out of Norwalk. 25 northbound so at the Trumbull stretch and Route 8 southbound side, so the Shelton. 95 southbound side, so between Bridgeport out of Greenwich, Connecticut. 89 northbound side, a little bit so on Warner, New Hampshire. 93 southbound so at Hooks and Toll Plaza, and up in Maine, looking good, and New Hampshire, otherwise, looking good, and 91 southbound side, also upstate Vermont. Around the U.S.-Canadian border, Peter Chill News Star is 8:02 on this Tuesday morning, and it's time now for a weather report. It's an overcast morning, and it's an abundance of clouds today with most of the showers of brief heavy rainfall found across Rhode Island and southeast Massachusetts, and then ridge high pressure. Nearby will result in unstably mild temperatures for the rest of the weekend. Mainland driver will cold front may bring a few brief showers late Saturday and Saturday night, but the main impact will be cool seasonal temperatures by Sunday, perhaps a period of a wet wind impacts the region sometime early next weekend. Showers with brief heavy rainfall impacts Rhode Island and southeast Massachusetts this morning into the afternoon. Rumble to a thunder is possible at bursts of elevated instability would result in the showers of isolated thunderstorms with localized heavy rainfall to rapidly develop across long area this morning. And this probably change stability with associated showers with lift northeast into the parts of eastern Connecticut and especially Rhode Island, southeast Massachusetts. The next few hours will increase pops and calculate to at least a few hours of showers with brief heavy rainfall will impact Rhode Island, southeast Massachusetts. 255 to JKG or else instability also indicated a few rumbles of thunder cannot be ruled out. The instability access to the spiritual low level first to be confined to the relatively small area in the Rhode Island, southeast Massachusetts this afternoon. There will be expected local showers to occur with a risk of a few rumbles of thunder and debris. Heavy rainfall outside this area. A few showers will be possible. Real coverage duration will be limited given the lack of forcing. And seeing some light moderate rain down the southern ports of Vermont, down the northwestern Mass, and down the east of Albany, New York. And take a look at the national forecast map. And it shows rain from New England all the way down to the Great Lakes with some snow from western Wisconsin all the way down to western Washington, and showers and thunderstorms stretching line from northeastern Texas from Dallas, stretching on to western PA, and then line of showers and storms stretching line from the Carolina coast down to Florida and down to southeastern Texas. And high pressure ridges in the western Colorado and the Carolinas and the Great Lakes, and low pressure down around Arizona. So wait, forecast goes like this. Showers before 2 p.m. The next day, showers up after 4 p.m. with some thunderstorms possible. There's a fog before 9 a.m. High near 64 degrees. Common coming stop around 6 mile an hour in the morning. Just time set. New rain amount between the quarter and possible today. Check the shot bay at 4 3 a.m. There is a fog upward cost of 57 degrees. And carbon just to 30%. New Pacific between the 10 and 9 possible. Wednesday, slight to shot between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. Petra fog before 9 a.m. on Monday. Mostly clouds can have at 69 degrees. Light southeast wind becoming up around 5 to 10 mile an hour in the morning. Just to 20%. Wednesday, mostly clouds about 57 degrees. Southward about 5 to 9 mile an hour coming to light. Southwest after midnight. Thursday, mostly clouds can have at 71 low 45 degrees. A lot of variable wind. Friday, mostly clouds can have at 65 low 45 degrees. Northeast at about 3 to 5 mile an hour for Saturday. Punch the south cover 70 low 45 degrees. Common coming to west around 5 mile an hour in the afternoon for Sunday. Punch the south cover about 57 low 42 degrees. Northeast at about 7 mile an hour. And for Monday, check the showers mostly clouds for 59 degrees. East at about 5 to 7 mile an hour. Coming south in the afternoon. Just make to 30%. Call you the not minutes. Overcast of 45 degrees. That's going to be for the video channel Modern News on this October 20th, 2020 on a Tuesday morning. I'm Peter J. Wiggins saying hope you have a good morning, goodbye, stay safe, be positive, be healthy, be well. Hope you have a wonderful day.